Hey guys, it's Andrea with Notebooks Given, and today is going to be my March setup video. I hope everybody is doing well. I don't know why I'm surprised that March is already here, with February being a shorter month and all, but I feel like I just set up February's month video not that long ago. So it's crazy that we're already in March, but hello, I hope you guys are doing well. So change of plans. If you're new, hello, welcome. I'm the type to change my mind about a lot of things all the time, and this is one of those times. I did want to use the Three Little Pigs for my March calendar, but I had forgotten that I had bought a different collection like months ago. I think I bought it last year. It had to have been last year that I bought it, and I was just waiting for the right time to use it. And so I don't know why this is the right time, but I want to use it now. I'm gonna go with this collection from Hubman and Chub Girl called Deep Blue Sea, and it's not at all it's a complete opposite of Three Little Pigs. I still want to use Three Little Pigs. I could probably use them in like my daily spreads and everything, but I had bought it was like a box set, and it had like everything in it, and I bought it for myself when I first discovered Hubman and Chub Girl because I thought it was super cute, and I want to use it because it also has these March. It included like whatever month that it included like a month where you could pick out where it has like the month already written out on it, and so I had March, and it's just so cute. So I'm just gonna briefly go through the items that I have with me right now. So the first one is going to be part of the Hobonichi kits. This is the first page for the monthly kit, so I use this one for the numbers on the calendar, and then this other one is from the weekly kit. So I don't know which one of these boxes I want to use in the calendar, but comes with your days of the week, your monthly dates, and then it has what I like to use as my habit tracker for my no spending. And then this one comes with a lot of other functional labels, so I won't be using the labels as much, but I'll at least be using one of these different little deco boxes. So these are the first two that we'll be using. And then I brought these out. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I don't know if I have like enough space to have all of them, but these are going to be the vinyl sticker sheets. So the first one is going to be called Whale. Hello there, with all the little whales. Oh, so cute. I love the little oh my gosh, I love is it killer whale? Yeah, no other orca. No other nicer way or name for it. The narwhals are really cute too. Narwhal, however it's pronounced. And then the big huge whale. Then we got some manta rays, some sharks, some cute little clownfish, just so cute. And the little puffer fish too. Ah! And then we got some octopus, some squids, some little clammy friends or crabs, and then I'm assuming those are like maybe hermit crabs. I'm not too sure. If anybody out there knows the technical term names for these animals, please let me know. Turtles, jellies, super cute. Seahorses. So this is the whale. Hello there. This one is called Big Fish, Little Fish. And then Ocean Friends. So we might use some of these. Not too sure. I'm just bringing them out just in case. I have the variety pack that comes with an assortment of stickers, and so these are just a few of them that I thought would work out good. So we have these couple. This one has like a little bit of a shine to it, a little bit of a sheen, and these ones are my favorite washi stickers. So these ones are a little bit more thinner, like these ones. And then we have some more little shiny stickers. We got some bubbles, and then we got some little kelp, rocks, cute stuff, anemones, and then these little button stickers. I might use it to fill out some of the blank spaces on the bottom or on the top, not too sure, but I brought them out just in case. And then these are the planner sticker sheets. So we have the March title, and then we have these little cute ones called We're Meant to Be, We're Meant to Be. Whale Hello there again, cute. Squiggly Swimming Friends, adorable. You're Fantastic, so cute. And then Fishy Friends. And for supporting roles, I have a couple of markers here that I might use. These are Crayola Super Tips. I just got some colors that I thought matched the vibe the best. These don't have names on it or anything. I think this one is, so this one is from the pastel set. It's like a set of 20 of them, and it's like $5. It's super cheap. I think I got mine from, I think I might have gotten mine from Amazon, but I've seen like the pastel kits at like the dollar store for like $5. So definitely like worth it if you're into like arts and stuff, and if you want just to get a good assortment of different pastel colors, would recommend it. And then there's also like the 100. There's like a 20, I don't know what the other one was, maybe like 10 or something. There's like a 20 kit, and then I got the 100 kit, so it has literally all the colors that I could ever need or want. And so they don't have names on it, but these are just kind of these are my dupes for the what are they called, like the Tombow markers, or in the mild liners. Those are my dupes for that, because they work very well and they don't bleed through this Bible thin paper in this planner. This is a sterling ink. This is a daily A5. I've been really enjoying it so far. So, and then I have some washi. So the first washi I have is from Hubman and Chub Girl. This is, I don't know what the name of it is. I think I could probably find it. Can I find it really quick? Let me see if I can get it really quick. I have my other supplies off camera just in case, but let's see if I have it. It's called Deep Blue Sea. So it's 55 millimeters by 10 meters of washi tape. So cute, cute, cute. It's gonna have the cute little scene at the bottom of it, and it's adorable. So I'll be using this for sure, and I like that it's the thinner washi and not the glitter washi, so we'll be using that. And then I brought some other ones too. I don't know if I want to go for like a shiny theme like I've done before, so I got this light blue one. I've used this before in my December calendar setup video. I haven't used this color yet, but I kind of liked it how it has that like blue greenish reflection on there, so we might use these. And then these are some new ones that I have added to my collection. I got these ones or purchased these from Amazon, and they're just matte. There's no shine to it, which kind of drew me in just because I was so used to using like these shiny ones. Kind of want to have a little bit of variety in my collection of crafts, and so these are some neutrals that I picked up. So these are the options. I might have to, well, I don't know, it depends. I really liked how in my last video that I did cuts where I wasn't talking, because I get into like these like little head spaces of where I need to be quiet, otherwise I feel like I'm going to mess up, or I'm just gonna babble on and not make any sense. And so while that still might happen, I'm gonna try my best to not ramble on. So the easiest thing for me to do right now is to probably put on the weeks and the days. So let me just clean up my mess here. But how are you guys doing? I'm sorry if I didn't use the 3 Little Pigs. I really do love that theme. It's still my favorite one so far that has been released with Hubman and Chub Girl. When I purchased this one, it was just kind of like I was new and I was excited and I wanted to get everything. Let me get you guys zoomed a little bit. I was excited and new to Hubman and Chub Girl, and I wanted to get like all the things because I wanted to. And yeah, I not to say that I forgot that I had this, but I figured I should probably use what I have on hand. And my collection has grown quite a bit since I discovered Hubman and Chub Girl. But yeah, I need to really be good about using what I have right now while I can. And this one was just so cute. And if you are interested, if anybody's interested in Hubman and Chub Girl, their kits, their big huge box kits, I think for what you get is pretty reasonably priced for everything that you get. So the first subscription box that I've ever had, the subscription boxes are different than the collector boxes. Sometimes the collector boxes come with like some other stationery items, like like journals and like notepads and stuff, which might not always come in the subscription boxes. Well, definitely not journals, but it's just, I feel like for the subscription, you get a lot for if you're just starting off and if you want to get familiar with, you know, what they have to offer. I'm going to try and remove this. Oh, ever so gently, ever so gently, ever so gently. Beautiful. So yeah, I would if you're interested and you just like want to check them out, usually they have a promotion for new subscribers where you can get 50% off your first box or subscription, sorry. And if you don't know where to start, the Ultimate is the best value because you get a little bit of everything. But then they also have like the smaller kits in case if you wanted to start off small, I would definitely, or not small, but if you wanted to start off with just kind of figuring out, like, how do I explain it? Like, if you just like want to just try out stickers and just see the different types there are and how you can use them, the variety pack, it would be my best suggestion. I don't remember how much it is, but it is one of the more affordable tiers, and you get 7 of the varieties, or you get 7 variety stickers of different finishes and stuff, and then you get the vinyl sheets in the subscription, the bigger sheets, the one that I showed earlier, and then the other little inclusions, I guess, for the subscriptions. But the variety stickers, the reason why I like them so much is because they're so cute. It's ridiculous how cute these darn stickers are that I feel like I have to get them all. And I've gotten better about not being scared to use the stickers. I don't have like sticker paralysis where it's like, well, if I have it, I can't use it because then what if I'm never going to have it again? I'm using these stickers. I'm not going to let them just sit around and not be used. But yeah, so like you get like a different variety of different stickers to try out in the variety pack. And with the Ultimate subscription, if you are new to planning or journaling, you have a little bit more wiggle room to kind of just play around with different types of stickers. So like different sizes as far as the width, function, if you want more functional stickers and whatnot, if you're not so much into the decorative aspect of it. So just if you guys have any questions about it, please let me know. Pardon my reach. So yeah, I had this one for, I can't remember, I should probably look to see how long ago it was that I've had this, but I I was going through my stuff and I saw that this was still kind of just hanging around, not being used, and I'm like, I should probably use this because I have the actual labels for March and I could always use the 3 Little Pigs another time. And so like I don't have to use the decorative, I don't have to use these if like I don't want to. So there's other options. But other than that, I think, what else do I have to report on? I don't think I have much to report on. It's been kind of a weird week. It's end of month. I don't know when this is going to be posted. This might be posted, maybe I'll post it on Friday or Saturday. But yeah, this has been a kind of a weird week with it being end of the month. It's always busy for us at the end of the month, and so today was super busy. I'm still kind of like in this little stomach slump where I'm not feeling, I need to move this. This is not where I need it to be. My stomach has still kind of been in a slump where I'm having on and off nausea, and I haven't figured it out why, because I was pretty good about sticking to my regimen, but my stomach is still sad and I don't know why, and I don't want my stomach to be sad. But today was a decent day. I think in the last, what was it? I think it might have been in the 3 Little Pigs video that I was talking about how I used to be in 4-H, and while it's been a weird week, it's also been kind of a fun week, because my friends are currently on vacation and they have some chickens. They wanted them to be all chickens, but when they got the chicks, they weren't, they didn't know the sex of the chicken. I don't remember where they got them from. I think they might have bought them at Wilco, I'm assuming. I don't know where else where they would have bought them from. But they were all just chicks, and I think that they just, I can't remember if they said that they knew that they were gonna be like a wild toss of whether it be a mix of roosters and hens, but they have five hens and one rooster. And so they're on vacation, the chickens. I love the chickens, and I've been honored to go and help watch them and go make sure that their food is, you know, all good, and their water little spigot is all good for them and whatnot. And so I've been having a lot of fun going after work and checking on the girls and the guy and giving them treats. I just give them, what do I give them? I give them, they're like dried up worms. I can't remember what type of worms that there are, but they get to get worms, and they get like a special kind of like mix of seeds, like, you know, I can't remember what it is. So it was such a long time ago that I did 4-H, and I know that we never gave our chickens and roosters treats or anything like that, but I do have a bell pepper. I do have a bell pepper that I want to cut up for them, and some apples, and they're so freaking cute and quirky. And there was one time, or the time that my friend went to go give me the rundown of like where all their stuff was at, and I felt pretty confident that everything was going to be fine, because chickens are pretty they're pretty mild as far as like a pet to take care of, other than making sure that their coop and everything is all clean and they have, you know, water and food and everything like that. For the most part, they're pretty chill. But we were in the coop, and she was talking to me about like where everything was at and how their automatic door for the night works, and making sure that it's just clear so that way it doesn't get caught on itself, or it doesn't close all the way. And we're just chit-chatting there, and then just one of the chickens just randomly got spooked of me being there, even though I was literally in there the entire time while she was explaining to me how everything worked. And they're just such quirky little pets. I miss having chickens. Jake and I have talked about, when we get a house, about if we want to have chickens, and not necessarily sell eggs, but if it gets to the point where we just have too many eggs to keep up with having, that if we just, you know, want to sell them or give them away to friends, probably give them away to friends or give them to coworkers, because it's pretty common out here in my neck of the woods of people having chickens and stuff, and randomly they'll just be produce between, like, what is it, people are a big fan of here, peppers and just different veggies and whatnot. And so we were talking about whether or not we would want to get chickens, and we would like to get chickens, but I would like to get bantam chickens. They are smaller. They're much more smaller. They don't require as much space compared to your standard size chicken. I think she has a couple of, I don't think they're Rhode Island Reds. They kind of look like a Rhode Island Red, but they're not. It's a different type. But either way, these girls are big. They're big and they're floofy. Their feathers are so cute when they have like them all like frizzled out and everything. But we would be interested in getting some bantam ones, a little bit smaller, really cute. They have a really sweet little personality. They're easy to, I wouldn't say the word tame, but with 4-H, I guess, for lack of better words, trained or conditioned the chickens to be comfortable with being picked up, so that way if I needed to get them and put them away, because at the time when I had chickens, I was living in my grandparents' house, and they had a 1/3 of an acre yard, so that's plenty of space for these tiny little guys. And if I needed to put them away, instead of them just running around and not letting me get them, they would be comfortable with me just picking them up and putting them back in their coop. And so yeah, it was so much fun when I had chickens. They're so cute. And it was funny how how early I would be waking up, because the roosters would wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning on the dot. And so it was a little bit more easier waking up in the day, having that cute little alarm clock going off. I don't know if the neighbors really cared or not, but didn't bother me as much, I guess. But yeah, so hopefully one day we get to get some chickens. But if not chickens, we've also been open to getting maybe ducks. I'm like I would be open to ducks. I just don't know much about caring for ducks. And I know that there's a difference between chickens and ducks. And so, because Jake wants to have like if we have a big enough space, he wants to make his own natural pond. And he thought that it'd be cute if we just had like a couple ducks, maybe 2 or 3. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I love all the animals. Lily would hate it if we got any now. It wouldn't work out now where we're currently living at, but I'd be down for some ducks. But then I think the sweet spot would be if we had quail. I did have a couple of quail before. So first was the chickens. Loved the chickens so much that our 4-H leader asked if I would be interested in quail. And my poor mother at the time, she was like, whatever to get this girl out of the house, like totally fine. And so I did have a couple quail. They unfortunately got sad story. They accidentally, well, not accidentally, we had a bunch of neighborhood cats, and while the coop was great in keeping the cats out, the one that we had for the quail was not, and our 2 quails unfortunately died. And so after that, I didn't have any more quails. I was pretty sad about what had happened, and I would like to have quails again. They're super cute, very cute little fowl to have, but I would have to know better, right? I'd have to just learn about the better protection to give them. And so my parents, well, they did help with the coop. We underestimated, I guess, the setup that we had for the quails, sadly. And yeah, but other than that, I think hopefully we would like to have some type of bird. My sister, she just recently got a sun conure. Oh my god, that girl is so cute, the little bird. Her name is Primrose. But boy, is she loud. And I don't know if I could do as loud of a bird like that. But like cute little parakeets or whatever. I just like birds. I think they're so cute and quirky. Okay, let's see. So we got this all taken care of. What I want to do first is I want to take care of this spot right here. I have a Sharpie creative marker. This is just a white marker, and I use this to kind of use as a whiteout to blur that out a little bit, so when I put stickers over it, it's not so noticeable with the 3. So I'll let that kind of dry for a little bit, and then I will go over it one more time. Okay, so now I feel comfortable enough to take care of this spot and use the March stickers, and I want to do what I did the last 2 months in using this tape, blocking off this, and then putting March right dab in the middle. So we'll go ahead and get that started. Some other fun stuff is I finally watched Bridgerton. I don't know if I've talked about this before. So I think Jake said that we watched Bridgerton together. I don't remember watching Bridgerton with Jake. I feel like the main show that I watched with Jake is definitely Love is Blind and what's the other one? Survivor. But I don't remember us sitting down. I mean, we might have watched season 1 together. Either way, I remember that with Bridgerton, I was not impressed. I was just kind of like, this is fine. Like, it is what it is. Should I do this? Should I put it in the middle and then put one of these colors on top? Like, what if I put this at the bottom? And then if I put, where's the other blue one? And then this on top, so it's kind of like still one scene. Let me see how this looks really quick. I'm just gonna see if I like it. So it would be the blue one on top, and then the orange one or the brown one at the bottom. No. No, it won't do. It won't do. But yeah, I watched Bridgerton finally, and I had to watch all the seasons. I basically binge watched it. Unpopular opinion. One, I'm not as big of a fan of Bridgerton. It's fine. The only ones that I really root for are Eloise and what's her name? Oh my gosh, Kate. Like out of all the characters on Bridgerton, those are the two that I like the most. And so if it's a little bit of a heads up of what my favorite season is so far of Bridgerton, it's definitely season 2. And it's not because I don't like the Penelope story. I feel like a lot of people like season 3 because of Penelope's story. And while I don't mind Penelope's story, I am just like, it was bound to happen anyways. Like, you knew it was going to happen, that she was eventually going to get caught. And I'm happy for her that she, ended up with the love of her life. And I don't know, I just thought I was like, whatever about it. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know. It was whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna get hate for not liking Bridgerton, but it was just like, it was fine. It was cute, I guess. But I really liked the second season with Kate. I really, really liked the character. It did suck so bad that all the stuff that happened with her little sister, because as an older sister, I cannot imagine how, well, just a sister in general, but especially because of her, like, she was like there to protect her little sister and make sure that her little sister was taken care of, and making sure that she had a good match. Which one should I use? Should I use the top one or the bottom one? Maybe I'll use that one, because the stickers I'm thinking about using are more along these DC creatures. But yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of like bummed that that's what happened, and it was just really sad. But I mean, happy for them too. Happy that Kate found her match as well, even though the guy was, what was his name? Anthony? He was like kind of annoying in the beginning, but I started season 4. I'm already getting bored with it. If you hate me, I am sorry. Okay, this is just my opinion. It's not like it's the worst show ever. I've been fond of other shows is all. Let's see. Yeah, it was just like, he's fine. I guess the show is fine. Who is it following now? Bennett. Bennett's been kind of a character. I think I ended off on the season where he asked what's her name? He asked oh my gosh. I've been like between, okay, so right now I'm currently between The Traitors, Love is Blind, Bridgerton, Survivor, and there's one more. I hop back on with Real Housewives of Atlanta, but nothing that wouldn't distract me enough. I got on like Overboard for a little bit. That was funny. Gosh, what is her name? Okay, well, either way, when Bennett asked her to be his mistress, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be, I was frustrated for her, poor girl. And so I'm just like, yeah, Cinderella story, I like it. I never read the books, but apparently that's what was meant in the books. I'm trying to find the end of this, I'm sorry. That was meant to be in the books. Is there an end to this? Am I crazy? But I have not read the books. Is there no end to this? That's funny. Wait, found it. Oh gosh, that was like the perfect cut where, oh my gosh, that's so funny. So that's the end, but it looks like it's all like the same dot. Anyways, the same grid size. But yeah, I just wasn't, I'm just kind of like underwhelmed with him as a character. So I don't take it too seriously. We did a watch party at my friend's house, and I felt so out of the loop because I think I had just watched the first season of Bridgerton and then just gave up on it. And they're like, you gave up on Bridgerton. I'm like, yeah, sorry. And they're like, you have to watch it. So then I watched it, and I was just kind of like, meh, it's fine. It's fine. If there's something else I need to know about Bridgerton, please let me know. Cause, like I said, no hate to, people that are obsessed with the show. I don't know, it's just not my genre. I've been really enjoying watching people on reality shows, because it's crazy the way how people talk to each other when they're on camera. Like with Love is Blind, no spoiler alert, I'm just spoiling it. There's one guy, I guess I'll just keep it anonymous if people haven't watched it and they want to watch it, where I'm assuming he's drunk, and he's telling one of the girls that he had matched up with that, she should have gone with him instead. And she's just kind of sitting there just listening to him. And at first I thought she was like eating it up, like, oh yeah, this is what I want to hear because I'm really more attracted to this guy than my current partner. And he sounded like a big, huge jerk. And I'm like, there's no way that this guy is forgetting that he is being recorded and that all this stuff is going to be for everybody to see eventually on TV. But he did, apparently, because he kept singing about how she needed somebody that's more dominant or some other weird stuff, and it was just cringy. And then to add more to it, the lady that he was in an original partner with, he goes up to her and asking how come she hadn't reached out to him after he had broken up with her. I don't even think he broke up with her, to be honest, but he was basically being like the biggest jerk on the planet to her, where she did not want to put up with him. Kudos to her. I was so glad that she left. She did not deserve that. She was stunning. She's a stunning looking lady, and she's an internal medicine doctor, and she does not deserve to be with somebody like that that's going to treat her like garbage. And so she knows what her worth is, and she left, and I was so happy when she left him. And he got all mad, like, how come you didn't like check up on me after you left? And she's like, why would I? And I'm like, this guy's insane. Why would she care about what's going on with you after you basically ripped her to shreds? And yeah, so that was the last episode that I watched. And I think right now the last part that I left off with before I got on camera was the guys were getting their tux on. And yeah, I really don't know. I mean, there's one couple that I'm rooting for. Other ones I'm not really too impressed with. But yeah, I just kind of want to put a couple of these friends around. Does that look okay? That look cute? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. I want to put like some of the sharks, maybe. Maybe I'll put this shark right here. Let's see. Just gonna put them around in random spots and then just see what looks good. I want to put this guy. That's so cute. Oop. Hi, come on. Help me. Help me. Okay. Let's see. So cute. It's gonna do maybe him going like that. And I might change my mind multiple times if you are new. I like to move stickers around after I've already placed them. So we'll see how much I actually get done today. That one, and then I'll do this guy right here. And then I don't know if it's going to be too loud for me to add some bubbles. Let me see where the bubble stickers at. Ooh-wee. Let's see. Did I? Right here. So I was thinking about putting like little bubbles everywhere. So maybe we'll just start doing that. Ooh, too big. No, I'm digging it. Ah, cute. It's kind of a different spread for me. I'm definitely not going for perfection because not that I stress myself out over it, but moving the stickers around all the time and trying to record it on camera is just a little like nerve-wracking for me because I'm like, oh, I probably look so silly like moving this sticker a million times and then it doesn't look like it's any different. But to me, there's like a difference. Put his bubble right there. But I've been still enjoying writing in my journal every day. It's been a nice little end of the day detox where I just get everything out on paper and I don't care about what the contents are, and it's just like to help quiet my mind. If anybody has those days where they just feel like they have a million thoughts in their head and they can't get rid of them, would highly recommend journaling. So that's kind of cute. Yeah, it's not like it's completely different than what I did before, like between my February and March, but I'm digging it. I'm satisfied. So let's go ahead and do the bottom. Let me move this out of the way. Move that, and then just move this stuff around. This is what happens when you do arts and crafts, friends. All of your is everywhere. You guys can see what this desk looks like. You would be thinking that I'm a mess, but I'm just having a little bit of a mess. Not too bad of a mess. Okay, so I was contemplating using one of these little dot stickers or using one of these stickers, and I kind of want to use one of these ones. I'm leaning towards this one. I'm leaning more towards that one because I can also do this. Okay, when I say derpy, I don't mean it in a bad way. I can also use this derpy little shark. I know what that animal is. I might use a shark just to brighten it up. I thought that this color was a little bit more blue from afar, but on camera and in person, it looks like a little bit more, like this looks like dirty water. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sticking with it. Okay, let's put on this right here, and then I'll put the little shark guy in later. What else can we talk about? What else is happening in, what else is going on? I've still been doing my budget with Jake and working that out, and we're almost to that sweet spot. We are exactly, we're not exactly anymore, but we are countdown 3 months away from the wedding, and it's insane how the time has flown by. It's crazy how like basically almost 2 years ago we got engaged in Scotland, and now we are about to get married, and I am so excited. I wasn't the one I wasn't the one to know what they wanted for their wedding. I was open to the idea of getting married if I met the right person, but I was not the type to have my Pinterest board ready of like what florals I wanted and everything like that. And so it's been interesting having to make those decisions. And I've been going to therapy, not because I'm getting cold feet or whatever. Like, marrying Jake is like the most sure I've ever been about most decisions in my life. Everything else is kind of like a shot in the dark. Well, if it works out, whatever. Just in general, like with picking my major, picking out what school I wanted to go to, deciding where I wanted to apply for, like all those decisions, while, there was a good amount of confidence in it, or at least some confidence in it, I have never been more sure in wanting to marry Jake. But where was I going with this? So basically, while I was open to the idea of maybe getting married eventually if I found the right person, I was still unprepared in figuring out what I wanted. But we've come a long way, and I think we have pretty much everything taken care of. I think it's just the small stuff. And so we have a meeting with our project manager this week to go over, actually tomorrow, to go over our to-do list, so that way I'm not leaving stuff last minute, because I feel like I'm doing everything last minute now. And by project manager, I mean my friend that volunteered to help us out, because she could see that I was getting a little stressed out with the little things that we had to do. And so that's going to be exciting. You know what I need to do instead? I think what I might do is I might not use all of this brown. I'm going to just take this off. And I'm going to do something else instead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this look like it's the actual floor. But do I want to put like this green, this blue on? Yeah, maybe I'll do the one blue on top. But yeah, she volunteered to offer to help, because she asked how things were going, and then I started doing that rambling bit. And I think I might have done it in one of my other videos where I just started talking about wedding stuff, and then I just had word vomit, and she read that I needed help. She read the energy that I probably needed help. And so we're going to go with her tomorrow to go over all the thoughts in our head, so she can set it up as a schedule of what needs to be taken care of by when, so that way I can do it and stop kicking my feet. I just need to do whatever it is that I need to do to make sure that I marry that man at the end of that day. And so if it needs to be calling the florist by a certain time or whatever, I'm ready to marry him, and I'm so excited. I'm really starting to get excited now, instead of it being like I was worried that it was going to be like the pressure of making sure that it was good enough for family, and I don't feel that anymore. I feel like it's just me and my man wanting to do what we want to do. And yeah, so let's see. I want to put some of these guys. Where am I? Do I not have any crabs? Is there no crabs? Oh, there's some crabs right here. Okay. Let's put some of these peeps down here. And I kind of want to, I might want to use some of the, they're kind of big though in comparison to these guys. Let me see. I have like these that I could put around, but they seem kind of big. So I'll just put like a few around. Put like maybe one right here. One right there. One right here. I'll just leave it right there for now. So let's put like, let's see, who do I want to put on the ground? I could put almost all these on the ground. Yeah. Put him. Just hip and hopping. And then do like that. What else? Who else? I could put maybe him coming down from here. Should I add kelp? Oops. Should I add kelp? I kind of want to use these for like a bigger setup. Do a jellyfish maybe. It's crazy how I didn't even realize that I just had the theme with the jellyfish not that long ago. Let me see, what other kind of fishy friends can I put in here? So I'll put you right here. Well, what do I want to put you at? Maybe I'll put you right there. Put him, wait. Take you. I need to move this down a little bit. And I've never worked with this washi before, so I don't know how temperamental it is as far as being like moved around or having other stickers on top of it. What other friends do I want to put? Move him over. in there. Right there. And I'll move him up just a smidge. Okay, and then I'll add some more bubbles. And then I think we'll call the bottom part good. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I'm actually, this is so cute. I like how this is turning out. Oh, I kind of wish I had some kale to like, or not kale, kelp. Can I have some kale, please? It would have been cute to put some kelp at the bottom, but it's fine. It's fine. I wonder if you guys can let me know how you think this is turning out. I honestly don't think I'm going to be moving too much on this one because I honestly think that it's turning out super, super cute. Oh, this is so, okay, yeah, I'm really happy with how this is. How cute! Okay, yay. Okay, I can't wait to see like when it's all like done. Oh, okay, so I don't think I'm gonna use these little sticker circle sheets, but I am gonna use our little shark friend. So let's do that. This is super cute. Oh, I really like how this is turning out. Oh, cute. So for this one, I know I need to trim it down a little bit because it doesn't fit perfectly in the box. So we will get that one taken care of. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Let's see, how much do I need to cut this off? That's not the way. So I need to at least cut off. Okay, I'm gonna try it out. Let's see. Might be a part where I might need to turn on the music for a while, but we'll see. It might be fine. I might not edit it. We'll see. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it whenever everyone's around. I was actually really surprised that I still have people that are still hanging around because my content is just different than what it used to be. And I'm not on as much, and I was tickled when I got to 800 subscribers. I'm like, wow, like people are still like wanting to hang out and chill. That's cool. Perfect. Oh, that was easy. Wait, why do I feel like something got caught behind it? Oy. Let's see. Do you think it got caught behind it? A little piece of dirt maybe? Oh yeah, something definitely got caught behind it. Oh no. Okay. Cool. It was just a piece of cut up washi. If only you guys could see the mess. Oh, okay. Now, this is the part where I stress out the most, is this whole part. Let's see. We move some of this stuff around because everything is everywhere. Okay. So this is the part where I don't know. I'm going to try. I know I've done it before where I didn't need to mute myself, but we will see. The problem is that I get indecisive and then I start moving stuff around, and that is not good. Okay, now I really think okay, so these I'm going to use some other time because I can use oh, those are huge. Never mind, they won't fit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the other ones. Okay, let's use these guys. Yeah. And then I don't have enough of the bubbles. I don't feel like I'm going to have enough bubbles. You guys might be like, what are you talking about? You have enough bubbles. You have all these bubbles. These bubbles are going to be used up in no time. I've already used like 1/5 of the bubbles. But let me get out. I need something else. I need the months. Oh, here we go. I need the months to write down my no spend. So let's get that. And I need my pen. So this is a Micron 3.03, and I'm just gonna write no spend. I need this. So this is the second page of the monthly kit. So these are the functional stickers. So it has cute like little labels with all the animals, and I just need this one little dollar icon for my no spend. Is that coming up on camera? I think so. So I'm just gonna put it. Did you see any of that? I'm so sorry. Let's put it right gorgeous. Okay, so now let's take care of this. Wish me luck, friends. It's so weird why there's almost dust. Okay, which ones do I want to use? This is so hard because they're all cute. Now, this should be the easy part where I just draw blue circles everywhere. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I got the blue dots everywhere, and what I kind of want to try is I want to outline them with okay, so we got the bubbles all down. What I kind of want to do now is go over them with my 0.03 micron and kind of do the same effect of these bubbles. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so what I noticed with this is that some of the bubbles aren't really picking up their color, so I'm just gonna kind of go over the ones that look a little faint. And to be honest, the only one that looks faint is this particular color that I'm using right now. Other than that, the rest of them look pretty vibrant to me. So I'm just gonna go over just a couple of them just one more time, and then I want to see where I'm missing something, so maybe one more. and then I'll go over with the micron, and then beautiful. Okay, so now I want to try, I want to see what it looks like if I use this jelly roll in a 08 to kind of do highlights, just very subtle highlights. And so the hope is that the white will just make it look like it's like a shiny little bubble. So we'll see if that is the effect that it gives. If not, oh well, because I'm really enjoying how this is turning out. Yeah, some of these colors are just a little too light, so you might not be able to notice a big, huge difference, but that's okay. I think this is it. I feel pretty good about how this turned out. I'm gonna get you guys zoomed out and then we'll be right back. And we are back. So I'm just bringing out all the supplies that we had used for today's spread. I think it turned out super cute. I don't mind that this looks like dirty water. I kind of like that it kind of breaks up a little bit of the main blue colors that's on the spread. I really liked how this turned out. It was super, this is probably the easiest spread I've done in this journal so far, and I really liked it. My bubbles weren't perfect, but I still think that they turned out super cute, super easy peasy. But let me go ahead and show everything that was used in today's spread. So I used the Deep Blue Sea Hobonichi Cousin monthly kit. So we used up one of the little boxes, the days of the weeks, and the days for the month, and then one of the little habit trackers. I used the little money icon for my no spend, and so that was the first thing that we used. And then for washi, I used one of the Deep Blue Sea washi's that come in the set. So it comes with two, and I used this particular one for the March title spread. And then I used these two that I purchased recently from Amazon. If there's anything specific that you want to know about what I use, let me know, and then I could update the description of the supplies that I used. But I just found these on Amazon. I think their brand is Mr. Pen, and it came in a set of 6. So nice neutral colors. They worked fine. I didn't have any real problems with like tearing them or them not being able to stick or be able to rip the paper. So easy for me. Nice, you know, easy to work with. I worked with some of the planner stickers from the kit. I used the Deep Blue Sea March title stickers. I used one of the little orca whales in the spread. I used a turtle and a jellyfish from the Squiggly Swimming Friends. I used a shark from Where Man to Be. And then I also used a dolphin and a beluga whale from You're Fantastic. And then I used some fishy friends. I used a clownfish, an anglerfish, a pufferfish, and then a little crab. These worms were so stinking cute. Oh, I love the Pretty Little Pigs. I'm really glad I went with March instead. Super happy with how this turned out. And then I used a few stickers from the variety kit. It comes with a set of 12, but these were the 3 that I used in this one. I used some bubbles, and then I used some of the rocks, and then I also used these washi ones. Should I add in another little? No, I'm fine. I like how it turned out. I liked it. I like it. I really like how it turned out. For writing implements, I used the Sharpie Creative Marker. It's just white, and I use that to white out. You could also use like whiteout tape if you wanted to, or you can use, if you have like a white gel pen, you can use that too. I've used this before. I like this one a little bit more because it's a little bit more opaque, and so you can layer it and it doesn't really affect this particular type of paper. This paper is still really finicky for me to work with, but I've found no issues in using either one of these. And then I use my micron in a 03 for outlining the bubbles, and then I think I used it, oh yeah, for the no spend. And then these are just a few colors that I used. If you have any markers that are similar, you can use them, and I just did them to do different bubbles for this particular layout. But that's it, friends. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you were able to hang out and, you know, enjoy hearing me chit chat about, I don't even know what we chit chatted about, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If if you guys are doing any fun setups in your journal or planner for March, let me know what theme you went with or what kind of color scheme. If it's not necessarily a theme, if you just like went with a particular set of colors, or what kind of stickers you like to use, if you do like stickers, or if you just like to use good old pen and paper, let me know. I've been really enjoying getting to know the journaling and planning community, and it's fun. It's a nice creative outlet to just get your thoughts out on paper, and it really does help. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. There's no perfect way to start it. It's just literally getting the pen to the paper. But thank you guys again so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or afternoon or evening, whatever it is that you're doing. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.